मधुर स्वरे गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गृहे ठाको वने ठाको सदा हरे भोले ठाको हरे कृष्ण गृहे ठाको वने ठाको सदा हरे भोले ठाको सुखे दुखे भूलो नाखो वदने हरे नाम करो रे सुखे दुखे भूलो नाखो वदने हरे नाम करो रे गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे माया जाले बद्ध होए आचो मीचे काजलोए माया जाले बद्ध होए आचो मीचे काजलोए देखो न चेतन पे राधा माधव नाम बोलो रे देखो न चेतन पे राधा माधव नाम बोलो रे गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे गायतु राम गुरुस्वरे जीवन होइलो शेषा ना भजिले ऋषिकेशा जीवन होइलो शेषा ना भजिले ऋषिकेशा भक्ति विनोद उपदेशा एक बार नाम रसे मातो रे भक्ति विनोद उपदेशा एक बार नाम रसे मातो रे गायतु राम मधुर स्वरे गायतु राम मधुर स्वरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकासस्वामिनिति नाम्ने। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So how many of you who are present here are convinced that this human form of life is meant for God consciousness? Please raise your hands. So almost everyone, but some newcomers are there. Yeah. So definitely different people are at different levels. That is understood. We are all at various levels of consciousness. Yes or no? As it is explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in, of course, as explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami or Rupa Goswami, remember, which was recorded in Chaitanya Charitamrita, or which you can also find in Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3, explained by Lord Kapila to his mother Devahuti. There, Lord Kapila explains about various levels of living entities. No, he explains that those who are conscious are better than rocks. Sir, no. Rocks also have life, but their consciousness is not exhibited, right? Their consciousness is not manifested. So Sthavarani, Laksha Vimshati, there are 20 lakh varieties of what to say, Sthavarani, which cannot move. Among them, trees are better than rocks. Sir, no. Trees, because they display consciousness. No, better than trees, movables, no, Jangama, they are better than the living entities which cannot move. No, even among them, animals like what to say, buffaloes, cows, horses, which can be tamed by human beings, are considered as better than other animals, forest dwelling animals. That's why in Sanskrit we have two words, mruga and pashu. Okay, mruga means which cannot be tamed by human beings, and pashu means which can be tamed by human beings, which can be used in the service. Okay, so pashu is better than mruga. Okay, than pashu, human being is better. Even though he is from some kind of he may be from a tribe, aborigine tribe, no, because even in aborigine tribes we see they place their faith on something. No, they may worship a tree or a gigantic mountain, a hill, something like that, because they also believe in some kind of supernatural power. No, they may think a sky is god, or water is god, or a big tree is god, or a mountain is god, whatever it is. Better than them are the civilized human beings. No, so where does the civilization start? Srila Prabhupada explains that civilization means when a society is bound by some set of rules and regulations. When a society follows some set of rules and regulations, they should be considered as civilized. Okay, so they are better. Even among civilized human beings, those who follow the injunctions of some kind of scripture, they are better. Okay, because there are various kinds of revealed scriptures in human society, no, distributed in various parts of the world. No, foremost is the Vedic scriptures, derived from Vedic scriptures, and we also have Bible and Quran. They are also considered as revealed, no, revealed scriptures. So foremost is Vedic. So even among the followers, those who consider them as followers of some kind of god, those who are followers of Vedic literatures are better, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains that what is that? Vedana manile Bauddha hoy Nastik, he says that. Nastik means atheist. Who is an atheist? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains that one who doesn't accept the authority of Vedas is called as an atheist. You see how broad the definition is. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never said that one who doesn't believe in God is an atheist. No, that's not the definition of atheist. Atheist is one who doesn't believe in the scriptural injunctions. One who doesn't believe the Vedic injunctions is called as an atheist, he says. Then going by that example, going by that definition, so whoever considers themselves as religious people, then many of them should be considered as atheists, yes or no? Even among so-called Hindus, for example, no, they may have some kind of sentiment, towards God, but many of them, they don't know, or they are not even aware of what are the regulative principles. So they should be considered atheists, or even there may be some atheists in this group also. If someone is not aware of what are the four regulative principles, as per the Shastric definition, they should be considered as some atheist, yes or no? No? There are so many people, general public, and many of them are sitting here, but they are not aware of the injunction of the Shastras. They are not even aware of what are the four regulative principles. Then they can be considered as atheists. Okay, that is the point. So like this, there are various kinds of consciousness we have to see, we have to understand. So we are all put into this material world under various circumstances. No, our conditioning may vary. No, like there is something called as a litmus test. They say, how many of you are from chemistry background? Yeah. So there is something called as litmus test. What do they use for? pH levels. There are various colors, right? Based on the color, they see whether it is base or acid or how strong it is, all these things. The same way, because of our previous karma, maybe pious or impious, we are all put into various conditions in this material world. Okay, some may be predominated by sattva, some may be predominated by rajoguna, some may be predominated by tamoguna, or putting in English, mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So, because we are in this material world, no one can claim that he is completely in pure goodness or pure passion or pure ignorance. There is nothing like that. Pure goodness is called as Vishuddha Sattva, no? Which is the hallmark of pure devotees. So, until we reach that pure devotional level, we are all conditioned by various modes of nature. So, considering our conditional nature, scriptures prescribe various kinds of regulations for us in human society. Okay, so that's why I asked you, I started the discussion with the question that how many of you are convinced that human form of life should be spent in God consciousness? So many of you has raised their hands. So then, having understood that this human form of life is very rare and it is temporary, as Lord, as Prahlad Maharaj says, Durlabam Manusham Janma Tadapi Adruvam Ardhatam, he says. So this human form of life is temporary and it is also rarely attained. No? So having understood that, a practitioner should become very serious, especially considering the effect of Kali Yuga, because we are all Kali Chelas. Why? Because we are all short-lived and we are all dull-headed and we have very short memory and we are all unfortunate and we are all filled with anxiety always, right? So considering this, and if we are convinced that this life is meant for God realization, then any sober person should think that, okay, now I have to save my time for God conscious activities. Yes or no? You cannot deny that, right? Wherever you are, you may be living in various kinds of conditions, but you should consider how should I save my time, no? And how should I work in such a way that I don't become bound up by the laws of karma again. There are two things here. One is how to engage myself in God consciousness, and the other thing is how to act in such a way that I don't take again a material body again. No, for that you have to act in a pure way. Okay, and to elevate yourself wherever you are, in whatever level you are, if you want to elevate yourself, then you need God consciousness. So in one way we should act in such a way that we become elevated. In the other way, you should act in such a way that you don't come back again into this material world, or you don't get bound by the laws of karma. Two things we have to do. Okay, so okay, we are all chanting Hare Krishna to elevate ourselves, to purify our consciousness, and we are all trying to follow four regulative principles, and we are we are offering everything to Krishna, and we are honoring the prasadam, and we are fasting, we are following all the festivals and appearance and disappearance days of acharyas and all Lord's incarnations. Everything is fine. This is okay. But what about the next aspect, that we should take care of ourselves, that we don't get bound again in impious activities? Okay, so for that, Srila Prabhupada recommended simple living and high thinking. This is where this comes into picture. Okay, so the essence is that we are all at various levels, but we should try to uncomplicate our life as far as possible. You cannot avoid, because Kali Yuga means complicated life. There is no point in that. No, even for a small thing, we do it in a very complex way. Yes or no? And we try to, whatever we are doing, we are trying to regularize the complexity. You understand what I am telling? We are trying to regularize the complexity, and we are facing so many obstacles in that. For example, the government is trying for uninterrupted power supply. No? So power supply is a complication, first thing. We have complicated our lives. Without electricity, we cannot live. And we are spending our time to regularize the complexity. Got the point here? Government is finding various ways how to provide uninterrupted power supply, you know, or seamless networking, something called as, without any hurdles, without any obstacles, um, how to provide Wi-Fi facility to everyone. You see, there all things are there. But any sober person, especially a devotee means he should be sober. That's why devotional service is also called as Buddhi Yoga. You know, devotional service, Bhakti Yoga is also called as Buddhi Yoga, because one has to be very intelligent. That's why in Bhagavatam also says that Yajantehi Sumedhasaha, only Sumedhasaha will take up this devotional service. So devotee should be definitely intelligent. Okay, so we should act in such a way that we don't get bound by this kind of sinful activities again. No. So Kalir Toshanite Hirajan was explaining that Kali Yuga is full of faults. So whatever level we are, we should try to elevate ourselves. We should not allow ourselves to degrade. No, that's why the famous Upanishad sloka, no, Mrityorma Amrutangamaya, it explains. Asatoma Sadgamaya. And what else it says? Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, it says. So that should be our motto in this life. So why I am telling is some are very new, no? They got into contact with devotees by receiving some books, Srila Prabhupada's books, and some are already practicing, and some are serious practitioners, some are initiated, right? There is anyone who got initiated? No. Okay. At least they have taken some shelter, something like, no, nothing like that. Okay. Anyway, so some seem to be serious practitioners. So we are all in the somewhere on the yoga ladder somewhere. No, as Lord Krishna explains in 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we are all somewhere on the yoga ladder. But our attempt should be how to uncomplicate our life. Okay, how to uncomplicate our life. So it is not necessary that everyone has to live in these demonic cities, at least for the whole life. Got the point? Maybe for some time someone has to live out of some financial obligations, but it's not compulsory that they have to live for the whole life in hellish cities. No, because having understood that this life is meant for God realization, they should take up this life very seriously, and they have to plan in some way, because this is again relative. How much you can uncomplicate our life? Yes or no? There are extremes again. There are upper and lower limits. And the upper limit is like a farm community. No, that's like an upper limit. And what about the lower limit? Then you have to see at various levels. Maybe you can go back to your own second grade towns, or maybe you can go back to your villages, or try to live a relatively simple life. No, because that is very important. No? And we have to safeguard our health also. Sir, no, health is very important, because if you are not healthy, then what can you do? That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, um, um, I think Suta Goswami, he explains that one should only endeavor for a healthy life. Why? Because Sharira Madhyam Kalu Dharma Sadhanam. Because this body is a human form of body is very rarely attained. No? And this is a vehicle for crossing the miserable ocean of material existence. So we have to keep our body health and fit. No? Even if you think in that way, these hellish cities are okay. There are so many what to say, supporting and anti arguments regarding whether we need simple life or not. But please consider this one simple thing. Are you getting healthy food at least? No. What about the basic necessities? No. So even though you were engaged there, then what about our basic necessities? We are not getting even quality. We don't breathe good air. No. We don't drink good water. We don't eat good food. No. Okay, you may disagree with everything, but what about maintaining a proper health? Can you disagree with that? Can you disagree with that point? No, we need proper health. So even considering from the health point of view, it is not at all good. No. So one should think in such a way, in a sober way, no, and make some plan to whatever extent is possible to uncomplicate our lives. Okay, maybe coming out of hellish cities, or maybe if you are at least residing in the center of city, try to go somewhere far. At least try to go to the edge of a city, something like that. No, or maybe you can go more far, or maybe you can go to a small town. No, so there is always some scope of improvement at every level. Yes or no? Do you think there is always a scope of improvement at every level? Yes. So as I said, those who are completely new, no, those who are completely new, so please take up chanting Hare Krishna, because there is no other simpler way in this age of quarrel to purify ourselves. No, there is no easier way, and there is no most effective way other than chanting the holy names of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, because I have to appreciate all of you, because you have taken your precious time, for 2 days. This is not something easy. Bringing out someone from the city, bringing them out of the city for 2 days, you are giving your so much qualified quality time. No, maybe for the demigods, you are all being look like different forms, maybe. Because this is a great tapasya coming out of town, is a great tapasya. Whatever it is, maybe for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. So first of all, I have to appreciate you for that. You have taken this initiative to at least come out and see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Because you have taken your valuable time, because Chanakya Pandita says, Ayusha kshaname kopi swarna kotir nalabhyate, he says. Because even one moment of our life cannot be brought back by spending crores of rupees. No. So this is the actual way of spending our time, no, in devotee association, spending for spiritual engagements, no, because rarely we get this opportunity in Kali Yuga. So I appreciate you, because you decided, you have used your what to say, you have used your freedom in a proper way. No, because Krishna has given us all freedom, no, freedom of will. So you have used it in a proper way, because these 2 days, no, you have spent here. So this is the benefit which you are going to get by this will be eternal, because Lord Krishna promises in Bhagavad Gita that neha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate 𝗤𝗨𝗻𝗪स्य dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So because you have spent 2 days here, so at least human form of life is guaranteed. Lord Krishna explains that. Okay, there is no jantar mantra happening here, but Lord Krishna promises like that. No. So if that is the case, then you just imagine, just by spending a little time, if you are guaranteed a human form of life, then just think about, if you spend more time, what benediction is waiting for you. Yes or no? Does it sound reasonable or not? Yeah. So just imagine. So that's why I'm requesting those who are very new. No, you have got very nice friends now. You might be having so many kinds of friends, but all are degrading friends. But now you came into very nice association. You are fortunate. No, so please take it up. Those who are not chanting, please start chanting. Okay, if you are already, if you have started chanting, then please start practicing the regulative principles. There are 4 regulative principles: no illicit sex, no meat eating, no intoxication, and no gambling. Okay, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. These are the 4 pillars of sinful life. Okay, these are the 4 reasons why we are suffering in this world. So we have to first stop that. So please understand, the seriousness of these sinful activities. So I hope you all have one or the other of Srila Prabhupada's books. You start reading that, you'll understand how valuable this human form of life is and what are the four sinful activities, how dangerous they are. So please start following these four regulative principles. Okay, so the best way, no, see, there are various modes of transport. No, one can go by walk, one can take a bicycle, one can take a two-wheeler, one can take a three-wheeler, one can take a four-wheeler. No, one can take a multi-wheeler. Train is a multi-wheeler, or you can take an aeroplane. There are various ways. No, uh, but not everyone can afford it. No, not everyone can afford it. But as Srila Prabhupada says, okay, if you are riding a cycle, but you have a friend who is riding a motorcycle, if you make friendship with him, you just sit on a cycle. You can see many times people do that. They sit on a cycle and they just catch hold of a person who is going on a moped. No, then he can go fast. So devotee association is like that. Even though we are not in that level, if you make friendship with a devotee, no, at whatever level he is, the devotee may be, again, because as I have told you, it's a big ladder actually. There is no end to it. Okay, so devotees may be at various levels, but whatever kind of devotee you get, you just associate with them. This is the faster way to advance in devotional service. Association of devotees. Okay, so you're all fortunate, you got association of devotees. So please take their association, and they're having weekend programs, Saturday, Sunday, weekend programs, and also they are also having everyday reading sessions, right, for half an hour or 1 hour, half an hour. So whatever time is no comfortable for you, please participate in that half an hour reading session every day. And also you get inspired, because why these reading sessions? You should get some inspiration to read Srila Prabhupada's books on a daily basis. No, that gives us a lot of spiritual energy, no, to push us ahead in this age of Kali. No, because in the age of Kali, everything will push us away from the spiritual path. No, but if you read every day Srila Prabhupada books, and if you chant every day, start with at least one round. No, if you start with one round, the spiritual strength which you attain by that one round gives you strength to chant two rounds. No, it acts like that. If you are already chanting two rounds, then you'll get the potency to chant three rounds. Like that, gradually, Shanai Shanai Huparamid, as it is explained in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So please start chanting, and those who are chanting one round, chant two rounds. So please improve yourself. Please go up. No, always we should stay high. Prabhupada said. So please try to always go up. So please read books and please associate with devotees. And there is one more way to with a rocket speed to advance in spiritual life. Okay, one way is to get the association of devotees, and there is one more rocket way, that is trying to preach this Krishna consciousness. When you try to give this Krishna consciousness to others, that is like a rocket way of advancing in Krishna consciousness. So the basic way we try to preach is by giving Srila Prabhupada's books, book distribution. No, so we have very nice devotees who are very enthusiastic in distributing books in Hyderabad. So please associate with them. So you associate with them, and you can get they will engage you in distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. And when you distribute books, you will feel the bliss actually, and you will feel yourself, your spiritual energy rising, that you can experience, and you will get strength to face the all odds in the Kali Yuga. So preach, preach, preach. Srila Prabhupada used to say, if you don't have anyone to preach, preach to yourself. Preach to the buildings, Prabhupada used to say. So distribute books, whatever capacity you can do. There are various ways of distributing books. Please do that, and please associate with devotees every weekend. And we have online classes also. Saturday, Sunday evening we have class in that way. And whenever possible, please have a spiritual tour like this. So we have gone to some place yesterday. So we can have so many tours based on your comfortability. So we have many yatras and short tours also. You take that opportunity. So please always try to go forward. Hmm? If you're already practicing, if you're already initiated, if you are not thinking about initiation, getting initiation, so please take up that. And today is Srimati Radharani's appearance day. You know, who is Srimati Radharani? She is the captain of all the devotees. You know, so today is Radharani's appearance day. So if you take some sankalpa today, if you take some kind of sankalpa means it may be that I will start chanting, or I will start stopping one sinful activity, or two, or three, or four. No, or if you take sankalpa that from today I will read Srila Prabhupada books, or from today I will be in the association of devotees, whatever spiritual sankalpa you can take on this day, it will be fulfilled by the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So I request every one of you to take some spiritual sankalpa. No, so like that, you all can you can experience by yourself. You try to take some sankalpa and you try to stick to it, and you see the benefit which you get. Okay, so always try to go ahead. Otherwise, if you don't try to go ahead, you will fall down. This is what happens in this material world. It's like a climbing a tree, like a palm tree and a coconut tree. Should always try to go up. If you stop, then slowly you'll slip down. The same way, if you don't try to go up in devotional life, by somehow or other increasing your spiritual activities or preaching, you will find yourself that slowly you will be slipping down. No? So sadhu savadhan. So you should be always careful. Whatever level you are, always please try to go high. And if you are very serious about spiritual life, then please again rethink of how long you can stay in the hellish cities. At least you should try for taking of vanaprastha at least. At least in vanaprastha life, you try to come out of hellish cities. Because for many of them, they will have so many financial obligations. Nowadays, life is designed in such a way that by the time they start their education, their debt also is ready. The debt also increases. So you are bound. A common person is bound in so many ways by the government, by the banks, by the corporates. There is no way that everyone has to work for so many years like a donkey so that he can repay his debts. You see, that's why it's like very complicated. You cannot tell anyone you just get out of it. It's very difficult for many people. But at least you should have a plan. Okay, how long I am going to continue this life? Because I am convinced that this human form of life is meant for spiritual advancement. So how long I am going to continue like this? You should have a plan in your life. At one point of time, because we have to leave this body at one point of time. So before leaving our body, we should leave first of all our material circumstances. You have to leave your city or your whatever it is. You have to make a plan. At least for vanaprastha, you have to come out. Otherwise, I am telling you, it's very, very difficult in the age of Kali, to progress in spirituality. So again, thank you everyone for coming here by taking your valuable time. So please continue this. Please increase this more and more, and you yourself will feel spiritual bliss. Hare Krishna. So you have any queries or any suggestions or comments regarding our discussion? Yes, please. Huh. See, strictly speaking, it is gambling. Okay, if I have to speak strictly. At the same time, I am telling you that's what Kali Yuga is so complicated. No, it is even different. It is even very difficult between differentiating what is sinful and what is piety. No, so it's very difficult. But strictly speaking, it is sinful. That's why these demons are very intelligent, that they design things in such a way that we will be completely engrossed in sinful activity, but we don't feel that it is a sinful activity. Demons are very experts in doing things like that. So definitely this is, strictly speaking, it is sinful activity, but at the same time we are also engaged in so many sinful activities unknowingly. But at least you have got that question. I appreciate you. Yes, strictly it is. Yeah, how it becomes a sinful activity? Because it becomes gambling. I will tell you what is the principle. Because uh, earning which comes out of nothing, earning which comes out of no hard work, is considered as gambling, first of all. Got the point? because you are not producing anything. Yes or no? Are you producing a product there? By investing in stock market or investing in mutual funds, are you producing a product? First of all, no. You are not producing anything. Just by manipulation, all these things are working. Do you accept it or not? Just by human manipulation, that is also being done on a subtle level. Even you don't see any gross manipulation. For example, they take some mud, for example, we are manipulating it and making some bricks. You can see some solid thing being produced. But if you see these mutual funds and stock exchange and all, you don't see any gross product. Yes or no? Everything happens certainly. That is also by human manipulation. That's why it is called as gambling. Okay.
But we have a regulatory for these things. If there is any manipulation is going on like that, it will be getting to the loss, right? And
So yeah, that's what. See, again, I am telling. This is very complicated. Strictly telling, I have to tell. We have the truth. That is gambling. Okay. But again, almost everyone is involved in this. Yes or no? Almost everyone is involved in this. That's what I am telling. So it's very difficult. That's why it is said, Kaler Doshani Dehi Rajan. Okay. Yeah, this is like a police officer, putting all the thieves in control. Okay, all these regulatory bodies are like that. You see, like they say, statutory warning. No, smoking is injurious to health, or drinking causes cancer, something like that. It's like that. That's what I'm telling. So many people are not aware of that, and they may think, what sinful activity is there here? I'm not killing anyone. I'm not, I'm not robbing anyone. I'm stealing. I'm not stealing anyone. But these things act in such a way that we are complicated. That yes, that's what I'm telling. Saving, for example, if you have a fixed deposit, how do you know how they are engaging that money? Yes or no? You deposit some money in the bank. So that's why Srila Prabhupada told all this banking system is nonsense. If you read Prabhupada books, Prabhupada explains in the purport which he have given in the first canto, whereby Parikshit Maharaj has given Kali Purusha a fifth place. What is that? Gold. There, you please read that purport. Prabhupada has elaborately explained there how this paper currency is a big cheating. Okay, if paper currency itself is a big cheating, what are we discussing about here? You got the point? Yeah. Intoxication means మత్తు పదార్థాలు స్వీకరించడం, which includes tea and coffee, which which affects your thinking, which affects your mind. So all this intoxication, drugs and wine, I mean liquor, any kind of liquor, no, and cigarette, bidi, and tea, coffee, to the extent. Even tea, coffee are considered as intoxication, because sometimes we see devotees telling, "Oh, I have to take a tea, otherwise I have so much. My mind is not working." That means you are taking some artificial thing which is influencing your thinking. So it is considered as intoxication. Yeah. So meat eating, you can understand. Any kind of meat, even eggs. Sometimes there is an bogus propaganda that eggs are vegetarian. I don't know. They think that eggs are being produced in our farms. No, no. It's very clear that egg is coming out of hen. Then how do you consider that this is a vegetarian? Nonsense. It is. No, and fish, because in some areas they think fish is vegetarian. You see, strange. Jol pushpu they say in Bengal. Huh? Jolare phal, yeah. Water fruit. So many kinds of misconceptions are there. Hmm.
in that case, can we consider ourselves as a stupid because we're working in MNC, like the same stupidity will be
Hmm.
some intoxicants they will use because
Hmm.
of course
So,
vegetarian
can we consider ourselves?
as a stupid.
If you can consider, you are very elevated because you started recognizing that. Yeah, really, if we start even realizing our stupidity, that is also advancement. How many people are aware of that?
Yeah, even for some sake of reasons we're working there, right?
Yeah.
So how to cover the stupidity even though we know that we are
That's why if you start chanting, first of all, on a regular basis, slowly, slowly that stupidity will vanish one day. Because suddenly you cannot make, if you can do that, that is appreciated again. Maybe for some people it is possible also. Suddenly you can just, after knowing like Kadvanga Maharaj, he came to know that he is going to die and immediately he left whatever he's doing. You can do that, then great. But because for many of them, most of them, it is not possible. So you have to take a regular, in a proper way. Because you see with the eye of Shastra, if you see, you can understand very clear it is what we are doing. You know? Yeah. Yes. One more thing I want to tell you. Today evening we are planning a question and answer session. So please save your questions for that. So whatever we have discussed in now, you can ask questions from that. We have a session dedicated 1 hour we have in the evening. Okay, from 5 to 6, something like that. Yeah. Yes. Okay, then so we will conclude for now here, and bhajans will start in half an hour. I think they're engaging some, they're arranging some drink also for those who cannot fast. Okay, those who cannot fast, they can drink some panakam. Okay.